bald man was suddenly surprised to find that he could actually catch the bullet. Just now a madman was pointing a gun at a woman not far away. The man saw that something was wrong. He jumped at the woman. Luckily, neither of them was hurt, but strangely enough, the bullet was nowhere to be seen. At this point, the man makes an excuse to leave, and the bullet was caught by him. His name was John. Finding out he was so good, he wanted to prove it. He went to the baseball stadium. He activated the launch button. A baseball flew quickly towards him, and to his surprise, he caught it. He was so excited. He tried several more times. Each time, he caught it with perfect accuracy, so he cranked up the launch speed to maximum. The machine began to shake violently, and there was a thud. John not only caught the baseball, he crushed the ball. His best friend Nick thought he was doing a magic trick. He didn't believe it, so he actually pulled out a gun and pointed it at John. And after much verification, John was convinced that he really did have superpowers, and Nick was even more excited than he was. "You're like Superman. Try and see if you can fly." John was a little hesitant, but he finally said yes. He opened his arms wide. He jumped from the top of a 100-meter-high building. He thought he could really fly, but he fell headfirst to the ground. He crashed into a big hole in the concrete. He can't fly, it seems, but John was unharmed. He patted the dust off his body, but what he didn't expect was that jump triggered a second superpower. He looked to the sky, and with a jump in place, he jumped straight to the roof of the building. The two of them hugged each other in excitement. They decided to use his powers to do something good. At this moment, a group of robbers were driving away in a car. John got the news and rushed over. He stepped in front of the robbers' car, but the robbers didn't give him a second thought. They were ready to run over him, but John had his hands out to stop them. But the next second, the robbers took the opportunity to escape, and John walks away in disarray. After this battle, Nick decided to train John. He bought a used car for $100 to train John's superpowers, but as a result, they failed over and over again, and finally gave up. But the day Nick arrived at the bank, and there was a robbery. He rushed to call John for help, but before he could say anything else, he was spotted by the robbers. John leapt to the overpass, just in time to see Nick being stuffed into the car by the robbers. As they passed over the bridge, John leaps down. It's the same story again, although he was still knocked down by the car, but he lifts the car up, and then overturned it. He managed to save Nick, and at the same time, John's wife had also discovered her powers.